Good afternoon, Chris here, aka Kermie, and today we also got Sir Binks with us. Say hi, Binks, to camera. He's bathing himself and all that good stuff. Welcome to Monday, the beginning of a new week. I hope everybody's got a fresh, good start for the week. This is reading with Kermie out of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. It's just small stuff, which I'm not even halfway through the book, and it is awesome. There's a bunch of powerful lessons and great teachings for myself, and hopefully everyone else that listens. Anyway, don't sweat the small stuff. It's just small stuff. This next chapter is become aware of your moods and don't allow yourself to be fooled by the low ones. Ooh, sounds like a good topic. Okay, Binks, you want to read or you want to just hear? Your own moods can be extremely deceptive. They can and probably do trick you into believing your life is far worse than it really is. When you're in a good mood, life looks great. You have perspective, common sense, and wisdom. In good moods, things don't feel so hard. Problems seem less formidable and easier to solve. Formidable and easy to solve. You guys got that? I'm going to look that up when I'm done. When you're in a good mood, relationships seem to flow and communication is easy. If you are criticized, you take it in stride. On the contrary, when you're in a bad mood, life looks unbearably serious and difficult. You have very little perspective. You take things personally all the time and often misinterpret those around you. Don't smack me in the face. Impute malignant motives into their actions. Here's the catch. People don't realize their moods are always on the run. They think instead of that their lives have suddenly become worse in the past day or even the last hour. So someone who is in a good mood in the morning might love his wife, his job, and his car. He's probably optimistic about his future and feels grateful about his past. But by late afternoon, his mood is bad. He claims he hates his job, thinks of his wife as a nuisance, thinks his car is a junker, and believes he's going nowhere in his career. If you ask him about his childhood while he's in low mood, he'll probably tell you it was extremely difficult. He will probably blame his parents for his current plight. Such quick and drastic contrasts may seem absurd, even funny, but we're all like that. In low moods, we lose our perspective and everything seems urgent. Yeah, we completely forget that when we are in a good mood, everything seems so much better. We experience the identical circumstances, who we are, married to, where we work, the car we drive, our childhood entirely differently, depending on our mood. When we are low, rather than blaming our mood as would be appropriate, we instead tend to feel that our whole life is wrong. It's almost as if we actually believe that our lives have fallen apart in the past hour or two. The truth is, life isn't almost never as bad as it seems. When you're in a low mood, rather than staying stuck in a bad temper, convinced you are seeing life realistically, you can learn to question your judgment. Remind yourself, of course I'm feeling defensive or angry, frustrated, stressed, or depressed. I'm in a bad mood. I always feel negative when I'm low. When you're in an ill mood, learn to pass it off as simply that, an unavoidably human condition that will pass with time. Are you blocking the camera? Sorry, guys. Come on. Alright. Maybe this was not such a good idea. Okay, where was I? Such quick and drastic contrasts may seem absurd, even funny. Okay, I read that part. The truth, okay. The truth is life is almost never as bad as it seems when you're in a low mood. Rather than, oh, it's okay, Binks. Rather than staying stuck in a bad temper, convinced you are seeing life realistically, you can learn to question your judgment. Remind yourself, of course, I'm feeling defensive. Or angry, frustrated, stressed, depressed. I'm in a bad mood. I always feel negative when I'm low. When you're in an ill mood, learn to pass it off as simply that, an unavoidable human condition that will pass with time. If you leave it alone, a low mood is not the time to analyze your life. To do so, it is emotionally suicide. If you have a legitimate problem, it will still be there when your state of mind improves. The trick is to be grateful for our good moods and graceful in our low moods. Not taking them too seriously. The next time you feel low for whatever reason, remind yourself, this too shall pass. It will. What a great reading, because, oh, by the way, yeah, I decided to carry on and not start over the video like I usually do when something goes amiss. It's practicing being in the moment, and that's part of it, because being in a bad mood all the time, day in and day out, it's back and forth. I get in a bad mood, and of course I dwell on the past and relive my old story over and over and over again and reflect that out. And what I've learned and what I see in myself, that those moods are part of us. We avoid, I know I avoid many of those bad situations that I think are bad, and I'm going to get in a terrible spot in my head about it. But that's all part of who we are and our makeup, you know. I try to avoid it. We all do, and it's all part of who we are. We got to embrace it all. If we cry, let us cry. If we're sad and happy, that's part of who we are. That's us also releasing things, and the past several months especially, I've been looking internally and seeing a lot of this stuff myself and my part in the world. So it's quite the adventure. And Binks wants to say hello. Hi, Binks. Say hello. Say hello to the camera. Anyway, I heard the other day I deflected now. But anyway, Binks wanted to say hi, and you know, learning how to be, like the title says, become aware of my moods. Just be in it, you know. Don't try to hide it or avoid it. That's what the book said, emotional suicide every single time. So I just have to be. But anyway, I love you guys, and you guys have a great Monday, and I'll be doing my Kermie karaoke in a minute or two. Let me visit Binks for a second, see why he's so needy. Alright, so you guys have a great day, and I hope you got something out of it. It just gives me a lot to think about. Love you guys.